we are going to finish drawing our fins right here and the airfoil for our final draft. All right, so the other day you were able to go through and get the body drawn right here for the air skimmer. Okay, now we need to use lines 3 and 4 to finish out our final draft right here. All right, so we're going to start with our 2 fins right here. We're going to be creating essentially a square right here by drawing a vertical line. Okay, we're going to measure from the left edge of our folder right here. All right, so make sure you have your ruler, and remember, on these rulers, okay, we don't use the end of the ruler again. You use where the first tick mark starts right here, and we're obviously using the inches side right there. So to start our fin, okay, we are going to measure at the top by line 3 right here from the left edge. So right by line 3 from our left edge, you are going to measure over 3 inches. So I'm going to line 3, left edge, measuring over 3 inches, putting a little vertical tick mark there. Now I'm going to go down to line 4, down here at the bottom, measure over from the left edge 3 inches. Put my tick mark right here. All right, and now I'm going to draw my vertical line from line 3 to line 4. Line up the tick marks with the inside edge right there of your tick marks. Draw a nice, neat vertical line. All right, so that will be for fin number 1.
We wanted to let you know that our mini donut truck
So,
is out back,
up next,
by our track.
all right,
And
now
we'll give you, courtesy of PTSA,
we are going to measure over.
donuts. You can pick up to 3 flavors. So 2
Sorry, Miss Mullen came on the announcements.
maple bacon, vanilla, apple streusel, cinnamon sugar, and chocolate mint. So when we're out there, Jody Hoffman is our PTA president. She's out there, so make sure you say hi, introduce yourself, because I think she's a 7th grade parent. And so please make sure that you tell them thank you, and this is courtesy of PTSA. So enjoy. They'll be here for the next hour. So feel free to head out there. Remember your social distance spacing, especially if there's photos taken while out there. Enjoy.
All right, sorry about that. Now we'll start back in. Okay, so now that we have our rectangle here, we're going to start on line 3, and we're going to measure over 1/2 inch so we can start our diagonal line. Remember, that top portion of your fin is flat. So on line 3, from the left edge right here, I'm going to measure over, put your 0 on the left edge, 1/2 inch, put a tick mark there. Okay, now on line 4, I'm going to go over to our vertical line right here. So line 4, over to the vertical line, I'm going to measure up 1/2 inch. All right, so now I'm going to measure up 1/2 inch from line 4 right here. And now I want to connect both of those points, so here and here, with a diagonal line. So I put it on my first tick mark on line 3, and I line it up with the tick mark on that vertical line and draw that diagonal line. This little triangle here is scrap, so I'm going to scratch that out. This will be the bottom. Make sure you write this on there. Bottom of your fin. And then over here will be the back of the fin, right there. Okay, now for our second fin, we're going to draw from the right edge. We're going to start on line 3, and we're going to measure to the left 3 inches. So now I'm over here on the right edge. I want to measure 3 inches, so I'm going to put 3 inches right there on the edge of my folder. There's 3 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to put a tick mark at my 0 right there. So that's 3 inches there. Now I'm going to go down to line 4 from the right edge of the folder. 3 inches on the edge of the folder. Put my tick mark there. And now I want to draw my vertical line at the tick marks. So I have my empty square right here. Up next, from the right edge, I need to measure over 1/2 inch to put a tick mark there to start my diagonal line. So up here on line 3, I'm going to measure over 1/2 inch. Line 3 from the right edge, 1/2 inch, right there. And now, on line 4, I want to go to my vertical line right here and measure up 1/2 inch. Now I'm going to measure up 1/2 inch on that vertical line, right there. And now I want to connect these 2 points with a diagonal line. This area of my fin is scrap. This is the bottom. And then this is the back of my fin. Okay, and then finally, my last piece that I need to draw is the airfoil right here. We're going to start with these 2 dashed lines. Okay, we have 2 vertical dashed lines that connect line 3 to line 4. We're going to start from measuring from our left edge of our folder all the way over to the dashed line. So on line 3, we want to measure from the left edge over 4 inches. So I'm on line 3, I go to the left edge of my folder, measure over 4 inches, put a tick mark. All right, now move down to line 4 from the left edge, measure over 4 inches. Take your ruler, line your tick marks up, and draw a dashed line. Up next, I need to draw my second dashed line right here. All right, my second dashed line. I'm going to measure over from the left edge. Seven inches. Okay, so on line 3 from the left edge, measure over 7 inches. Tick mark there. Go down to line 4, measure over 7 inches. Put a tick mark on line 4. Now I need to connect those with a dashed line. Turn your ruler vertical, line them up with your inside of your tick mark, draw a dashed line, just like that. Okay, now my last thing I want to do is draw this diagonal line right here. Okay, at the top it's an 1/8 inch. 1/8 inch, and down at the bottom is 3/8. So we're going to start with the top here on the left. Okay. Again, when I go to 1/8 inch, I don't like to use the 0. I like to use kind of the 4 or 5 area, so I know I'm measuring in 1/16. So I'm going to put 4 right here. Let's see if I can get it out of the light here. So I'm going to put 4 right on the 0. Zoom in a little bit here so you can see it. Okay, so I have 4 right there on my dashed line. Okay, so there's my dashed line on the left. And 1/8 inch is 2 little tick marks. So I'm going to go to the left. There's 1 tick mark. There's 2 tick marks. It's a little bit bigger. All right, so there is my 1/8 inch. Okay, now I'm going to go to the bottom of the dashed line. Put 4 down there again on the dashed line, and this time it is 3/8. All right, so 3/8 is right here. There is my 3/8. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tick marks right there. So if you just count marks, there's a small one, 1, a little bit bigger, 2, small one, 3, bigger, 4, 5, 6. There's my tick mark. Now I'm going to connect those with a diagonal line. So the tick mark on 3 to the tick mark on 4. Just like that. And now I move over to the right side. Okay, so again, we are an 1/8 inch at the top. That's 2 tick marks. So now I'm on the dash line. Up here at line 3, I'm going to go to the right this time. Okay, so I'm going to the outside. There's 1, there's 2 tick marks. Now I go down to line 4, down here at the bottom. I got 4 on the dash line. And I'm going to go 6 marks again. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 3/8. Right there. And then finally, I connect those tick marks on 3 and 4. Having all kinds of problems on this video. My light went out. I'm going to connect the tick mark on 3 to the tick mark on 4. Right there. And then your final look on your final draft here, your copy, should look just like this, where you have the body, 2 fins, and the airfoil right here. If you have any questions, let me know.